I see the kitty watching you. You're watching me. We're all watching each other. Okay, so we have the police, and the police are on the thumbnail too. They were in front of my house. He was. Reminds me of the movie Dredge. If you've never seen Dredge with Sylvester Stallone, you want to check out that movie. So, the police is a band also, and Every Breath You Take is the energy right now. We have lots of protection. You're hearing that everywhere about how we have lots of protection. But what you don't know is that 24/7 you're being watched and monitored, and you always have been. We just been dumbed down, and we think that we are living in a place where, unless there's a hidden camera or a camera, we're not being watched. And that's just false. So I'm trying to get you to understand that. That's why when you see science fiction, it's real. Guardians of the Galaxy 1, 2, and 3. I'm rewatching them right now too. So you've got a couple movies I've mentioned. You've got a group to check out. You might never have heard of the police. You might have. It's an old group, old song, but some of you, everything that I'm telling you is new, and that's good. There's nothing wrong with that. I just want you to understand that this ain't about hidden cameras and cameras. Everything is being monitored 24/7 from the ships at all times. So if you don't understand that, then this channel probably isn't for you. And I say that whenever I am told to tell you that if you're not clicking, click off. Okay? That could be a new phrase. If you're not clicking with the message, click off. Hey, I like that. Okay, so more prayer is needed, and the reason more prayer is needed is because of the fact that you have a Six of Pentacles energy going on right now where they want you to share, they want you to know that you're valuable, they want you to use your skills, they want you to use your knowledge, balance it out, and then give it away with no strings attached. And we also got that card too. Give it away, your time, your talent, your money, your things, and balance it out. Okay? So, Four of Cups and the Five of Pentacles both went together for me because they're telling me that you're still feeling bored, you're still feeling left out, you're still not feeling like you got this. And that's because we're going to go back to this energy of you got to get out there and start sharing. I don't know what you're into, what circles you're into. My circle is very small, and it's to do with how I talk here. So when I was in AA, I could just go to a meeting anywhere. We also have it on our phone 24/7, AA in Zoom. I'm not doing that anymore. I'm doing this. I'm on multi dimensions at all times, just like you, but I know it now. And I know that I'm not just rocketed into the fourth dimension and living in a matrix, in a hologram, in a movie. I know now that I am multidimensional. I'm here in a physical body for just a few hours a day, and I'm multi dimensions all the rest of the time. Once you can start getting that thinking down, you will be able to click with what I'm saying, and you can move forward and find a circle. That's what I've been talking about all week. It's not a oh, I'm desperate to find love, or oh, I'm desperate to find someone to hang out with. No, that's not the energy at all. The energy is we need to click with who we click. For example, once again, a musician would definitely want to hang out with musicians. Duh, right? And then you can even go narrower and you can say guitarists like to buddy up with other guitarists. Maybe a guitarist and a singer get together, but still guitarist and guitarist get together. They bring in the drummer, they bring in the singer, right? They bring in the roadies, etc., but they're still with their own people. And that's what I'm getting at. We need to find our own people. It's time now. We've been pretty much in isolation since COVID times, which was way back in 2020. And it's time now to come out. You're in a physical avatar for only a little short time. It's that you're a human being having a spiritual journey type of energy. We used to say that in AA all the time. So more prayer is needed though, and God can if you ask him, but that's what's going on right now is a lot of you aren't asking. You're not giving it away. You're just feeling bored and stuck. And we talked about that yesterday in the reading. Now, I had another song that came to mind, Ronnie James Dio, Rainbow in the Dark. But that again, if you look at the lyrics, it's too depressing. I'm not going backwards. It doesn't mean that I don't like the song, and that's what we're doing in Astro. We're taking the song, the music, but we're changing the lyrics. So there's another song that we were working on last night that I didn't do a shorts for because I don't want you guys in that kind of lyrics. I explained all this yesterday. So we want you in that kind of music, that kind of energy, Ronnie James Dio, right? We want you in that energy, the guitar, the drum, the singing, but not the words. We don't need any kind of depressing words. We don't need to feel like a rainbow in the dark. We need to feel like a rainbow in the light. So we change the words around and we have a new song. Now, we're not doing that here because, again, of copyright infringement. You can't be doing that shit right now here in a physical avatar. But in Astro, we are really rocking. Okay? Now, we also had the new perspective, I think, the Hanged Man. I'm not positive, but I see it here. And we had a lot of that yesterday talking about that new perspective. So just like what I said about the music, that's a new perspective. It's not saying the song sucks. It's just saying we've got to get out of that mindset of a rainbow in the dark and become the rainbow in the light. Okay? So it's, again, you can take anything good or bad. You can take it a good way or you can take it a depressing way. And that 8 and that 9 of swords yesterday was talking about a warning about what they don't want you to get into. They don't want you to get into that feeling of I'm stuck, I'm bored, I'm depressed, I've lost it all, okay? They want you to get a new perspective, the Hanged Man. Because your Ace of Pentacles is the outcome, all right? So that's why I said in the Astro, we take these songs and we change them around to Rainbow in the Light instead of Rainbow in the Dark. Perfect example of what I'm trying to say, okay? And if you looked up Blink 182 yesterday with Carousel, those two songs there, we're redoing them, redoing them. Oh, I can't talk again. Okay, so we're redoing them. All right, so that's the truth. That's Ace of Swords, and we have the King of Swords and the Knight of Swords all in a row again. I think we had this last week at some point. Okay, so we've got a Knight of Swords. Now I'm mixing today's reading with the shorts. because I have it all in front of me here. So if you're wondering where these cards are coming from, it's coming from the shorts message, but it's also coming from today's cards. Ace of Swords, King of Swords, Knight of Swords. Determination, intelligence, and truth. Perfect. Now, we've got the Queen of Swords, too, randomly at the bottom of this deck. All right? So we had the Queen of Pentacles in the shorts. Queen of Pentacles and the Two of Wands was in the shorts. Be courageous, be daring. You have everything you need. Stay in that leadership type of attitude. And the Queen of Swords just came out now with the King, the King, the Knight, and what was that? The King, the Knight. I got too many cards in front of me here. The Knight, the Ace of Swords, and the King of Swords. Yep. And then it says, be useful, happy, and free. There's your Ace of Pentacles. Your abundance is coming. The new perspective. God can, with more prayer, get you out of your stuckness. You've got to start sharing more and be more balanced with your charity, your time, your talent, and your things. So that's the shorts. The new message. Let's see what we got for a new message here. Well, they wanted me to stop and take these and these. So let's go ahead and take these. Ace of Swords again with the Queen of Hearts. So more love. We had the Queen of Swords, which was truth. The Queen of Pentacles, which was abundance. And now we've got the Ace of Swords and the Queen of Cups with the Seven of Cups and the Four of Cups. So marriage, nope, Four of Diamonds, but I said Four of Cups. Marriage, I heard. And lots of options. Lots of options with this truth about this Queen of Hearts. Okay, and the last few cards, we've got two tens. The Ten of Swords and the Ten of Hearts, which just means that's it. You're getting that love, Mr. King of Hearts. You're getting it. How do I know? Because of community, Three of Wands, and the Five of Diamonds, which is the Five of Pentacles. We had the Five of Pentacles earlier, I thought, and we had the Four of Cups earlier. So this is just repeating itself again. The Four of Pentacles, we had the success, generosity, helping others. So it's all again with the Three of Wands, talking about going into love and giving it away and getting into the community and finding your people. So let's sum this up. We're having to have courage to find our people, find who fits our talent, give it away, just like we're doing in Astro. We're changing the music scene. We're going to bring it into the movie, just like the kitty here is coming into the movie. Hi, what are you doing? Are you coming into the movie? Okay. And we're balancing it out, finding our right people, done with this isolation, done with this staying in, and we've completed. We're at our highest time level. We're at our highest timeline. Let's do this thing. The Lover's card just showed itself. Okay, we want our high-ranking whole apple. Yesterday's reading, make sure you rewatch it. I always rewatch before I come back on here, or I'll read the transcript because they all go together. Remember I said this is like a soap opera. Okay, it's like the energy just keeps continuing and keep continuing. So what do you want to do? Yes, you want to get out there. However you can get out there and find your people. This isn't a time to isolate. This isn't a time to hoard things. I told you yesterday, this isn't even a time to go thrift shopping anymore and eating meat and drinking soda. All this stuff is behind us. Don't fall backwards. It's hard not to fall backwards. I'm going to tell you that. It's hard not to fall backwards. Why do you think we went to AA meetings every single day? Because we had this saying that we only have today. And 23 hours, if you go to a meeting for 1 hour, that's pretty good insurance to keep you sober for the other 23. And we would go to a meeting every day, sometimes more than a meeting every day, because it was just like this. It's like we only have today. We have to stay in the present moment. What's our vice? Our vice is whatever it was. Alcohol was for AA, right? So we don't want to drink. So we stay grounded in today. And I did that. I told you. I got sober in 1995 and I'm still sober. But since 1995 till now, I've given up something every year type of thing, where you get better and better and better. And pretty soon you're at your highest timeline where we're at now. The majority of you that are watching this video, you're at your highest timeline. Now, where do we go from here? We want to end the movie. We want to bring in the stuff from the astral, bring it into the movie now. How are you going to do that? You have to participate. And that's where you're going to get connected with your soul family. I highly doubt they're going to come knocking at your door. You can believe that, and it could happen, but for the majority of us, we got to get ourselves out there. We got to go start doing things that we like. A neighbor of mine is going to call up a horse farm and get some horse reiki in. Awesome. Okay. She's been wanting to do this forever. Okay. Great. Do it. What are the things that you've been isolated because you couldn't do it till the right time? Well, the time is now. Okay. And just remember that you are totally protected and this is all orchestrated and playing out. Okay. Yes, it's one big movie. Yes, we're playing it out. Yes, we're at the last chapter. But if you stay isolated and you stay unbalanced and you stay with toxin, you just simply fall backwards. It's just like in AA meetings when we would say, if you don't do what we do, you don't get what we got. What do we have? We have a reliance upon a higher power. So I talk a lot about AA because that's the only program I believed in the whole time I was on earth in a physical body. And I checked out all the religions. I checked out a lot of stuff, believe me. And AA was the only thing I could find that is good and true. And the only reason I'm not still in it is because I advanced. Okay, they say there's no graduating AA. Well, they're right. There is no graduating AA, but you can become beyond AA. You can become a master teacher on other dimensions. You can become a energy reader like Miss Mystic's doing right now. This stuff here we don't talk about in AA. We don't talk about spaceships and timelines in AA. And I would just be too advanced for their classes. And that's why I just moved on. But that's why I'm always quoting AA, because it's awesome. If you want what we have, you have to do what we do. And what do we have? A reliance on a higher power. Okay, I am Miss Mystic. Thank you for listening.